If I take a loss again, it ain't gon' be the same. Try to feed them game, they ain't wanna listen, but I see the change. Soon as the change came, that's when the change came. When the change came, that's when the change came. It's time to paint a picture like a Mona Lisa. You already.
What's going on, everybody? It's your host, Mr. Monopoly, man. And you know we having a beautiful, beautiful day today, man. You know what I mean? We can't complain about nothing, man. God is good. You know what I mean? We got some good people up here today. You know what I mean? You already know what we're going to talk about. Anger management, man. I am angry, man. You know what I'm saying? So today gonna be a day where, you know, we hitting different topics. You know what I'm saying? We got some good brothers up in here from different states, different places. You know what I mean? They did different things, man. Everybody who I bring up here is marvelous, ghetto fabulous. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean? I want y'all to watch, listen, and learn. Plus, if you young, man, you know what I'm saying? You gonna need this, man. Everybody gonna be spitting some good game for you. So, you know what I mean? You definitely gonna need this, man. It's definitely good, you know what I mean? Knowledge to your ears, good vibes to your ears, good energy for your ears. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean? Just tune in, man. You know what I mean? We're going into our first guest right now, man. Y'all already know, man. Let them know. Let them know. Yeah, man. We got some good brothers up in here. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Look, man, we got some good brothers up in here, man. You know what I mean? Go ahead and introduce yourself.
What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Mr. Nero. Once again, Mr. Nero. And I'm just glad to be here.
Where you from, Mitch?
Originally from Cambridge, Maryland, by way of Baltimore, Maryland. You feel me? But we're going to get into that a little bit later for real. You know, I've been around a lot, so hopefully we can tap into that a little bit.
Got my other brother. Go ahead and introduce yourself, bro.
What's good, world, man? My name Bucks, man. You know, coming straight out of Baltimore, straight Edgewood, Maryland, you know, holding it down.
Okay. You dig, man. You know what I mean? We got some, you know what I mean, fellas from the trenches up in here today. Yeah.
I've had my time in the trenches.
So, you know what I mean? We're gonna discuss, you know what I mean, regular topics, man, regular stuff, man. You know what I mean? Far as in, you know, anger, man. So how do y'all deal with anger, man? Let me see. How you deal with anger?
You don't have them.
Yeah.
I mean, it depends on what type of situation it is, you know what
Right.
I'm saying? 9 times out of 10, anger could lead to a lot of things, you know, so I try to, you know, stay humble at certain situations, man, so
Right.
and it don't lead a nigga down to a wrong path, but you gotta be a tough individual when you're dealing with anger, man. You know.
So, in the heat of the moment.
Yeah.
In the heat of the moment, why were you? You know what I'm saying? Would you make a bad decision dealing with your anger?
I mean,
or not make a bad decision with your anger? Could it? You know what I mean? Like when you're in the heat of the moment.
When you got a lot to lose, if you got something to lose, if you a nigga that got shit to lose out here, yeah, like. You gonna play it smart because 9 times out of 10 you don't wanna cause yourself a situation that ain't really worth what you got going on. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of niggas want them to think off that because it's a rage moment.
Have you ever been in a position like something happened and you know what I mean? You had to think real quick or get to it and then think about it like, damn, I probably shouldn't have did that.
Yeah, a lot of times it's emotion. You feel me? Niggas be going off emotion and. Right. Niggas be quick to just think off of madness, like I say, in a situation when 9 times out of 10, it depends on what it is. Like, a nigga could be really mad about some shit, but if the factor ain't really matter to some real life shit to your life that you got going on that's bigger, why sacrifice that? You know what I'm saying? But
I feel you, man. I feel you on that. Like, one thing about me, one way that I had to learn to deal with anger is just had to acknowledge that, like, I really be mad sometimes though, like, and it be just because of different circumstances though.
Right.
You feel me? Like,
do you get mad from the gut or you get mad from the or the thinking? You know what I mean? Cause when you mad from the gut,
when you mad from the gut, like, it depends on what it is. Like, sometimes, you know, street shit gonna have a nigga, like, you know, on a whole different type timing words though. It's a different type mad. Not only just mad from the gut because you don't even want to act all off impulse for real. Like, when I was younger, I was just doing none of that shit, like just doing whatever, like just acting off of impulse. You know, I had my fair share of just you know, just getting in trouble and just acting off impulse, you know, at times, maybe getting locked up, all type of shit. Like, but it's like, now that I'm older, and especially because, you know, I got daughters and stuff now, for real, be like,
How many daughters you got?
I got 2 daughters.
Shout out to your loved ones, man.
Shout out to Carter. Shout out to little Carter. That's my baby. And shout out to Nadia. Carter, Dad, I love y'all.
So let me ask you, like, do you regret dealing with rage?
I mean, I think rage is in all black people, man. To be truthful, like us, man, we mad for certain situations. So, you know what I'm saying? A lot of things cause us when we just feel like we being tested. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, you gotta know how to deal with this shit. You know what I'm saying? You gotta really be a strong individual and at the end of the day know what can cost you in a situation. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like we all deal with some type of rage and madness, man. We gotta know how to deal with it. There's a lot of angry people out here in the world.
Man, I used to see. I used to
You deal with rage a lot?
Hell yeah.
Rage is a like man.
No, I ain't gonna
listen, like living in Atlanta, bro.
I ain't living in Atlanta.
Traffic and shit.
Hey yo,
you get rage.
Like,
you know what's so?
It depends on what situation is about. Like, all right, I can say like as far as like dating and stuff. Like when I was younger, like, you know, like dealing with rage with probably like a female. I ain't never put my hands on no female or nothing like that. But like just crashing out, like just feeding into like little to her attitude, tit for tat stuff. Like that. But like if shit was real, and like, yo, you know, I've been to a couple little different things in life, so it just be like, no, I ain't mad about that rage. I needed it at that time. Like,
feel good. Yo, I ain't gonna hold you with me. Nigga, rage feel good, nigga. Like that's my issue. Like
you like, but you say you angry.
Yeah. First of all, why you so mad?
So it's a thing where nigga feel so. You gotta let that shit out.
Hey yo, nigga,
you might gotta go one of them crash and shit. Like, you know when they just
hitting everything and trying to cool out. Cause I ain't gonna hold you, bro.
Or like go to the gym. Go to the gym.
Yo, look though. The gym. Look, I was hitting the gym a little bit, but raised with me. You know what I'm saying? That shit.
How was you brought up though?
See, bro.
I think they be different like that. I be understanding too. Just like I had that knowledge, like where my rage came from.
That's what I'm saying.
I didn't even understand.
So look. You know what? You know what's so crazy, right? A old head just told me, and I'm just learning that rage came from getting my ass whipped.
Right.
And I ain't know that.
You talking about like on the streets? Or you
hell no,
like,
not on the streets.
In the house.
They know me. You in the streets. I don't think I never lose a fight.
But that's the reason though.
But I'm talking about getting whipped.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I told him how I used to get whipped. And you know what he told me? That's what made you want to go outside and go and whip somebody else. Yeah, you know when your mom and dad say, I'm a fuck you up.
Yeah. Right.
I used to do that in school. Remember that joint? You know what I mean? You young, you be like, I'm gonna black your eye, I'm gonna fuck. And you not even knowing, you repeating the same
them behaviors.
But you learned that it's a cycle thing, but it's like past trauma, you feel me?
Yeah.
I feel like it's all some slave shit, to be truthful. Like
our
mama, grandmothers and them ancestors taught, you know what I'm saying? That's some shit they learned from the man, you feel me? So it's like beating the kid today in time is fucking crazy because it's like.
But some kids need the ass whipped.
No, real shit. A lot of kids are taking it away that the kids don't, because it's a lot of kids they do need their ass whipped, and that's why niggas is reckless the way they is today.
Right.
Because it ain't that going on. But like I said, in the time period we in, it just sound crazy being your kids they got access to phones, social media, where you gonna look like the crazy parent.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Niggas ain't being as tough as back then.
See, I agree, kind of, but it's just like, yo, you gotta understand it, like, yo, man, trauma be different for like the person.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you feel me? Like some people that really been like male or female right in the streets or not. It's like some of these females out here that been through some crazy problems where niggas don't even know. Like people don't even know, you feel me? And like trauma is just different per person, you feel me? And then like what type of environment that they grew up in. And then a lot of times it's like men, you know,
cause some my bad, cause some niggas ain't even have parents to even deal with. You know what I mean? That disability.
The parents cause the trauma.
You know what I'm saying? So that could have caused trauma for them niggas being in a shelter home.
Hell yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I ain't grew up in a shelter home. That's a blessing. But I feel like Allah say, God say, take care of the orphans. You know what I'm saying? Like look out for his orphan kids. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean? I got a lot of people that been through the shelter ain't had that moms, ain't had like I remember one day my big brothers was like, a lot of my friends don't have that mom and dad. Right. And me and him so fortunate that we can, right now, at the age that we are, pick up and call mom. We could pick up and call pop, both of them. And me and him got different dads. So for him to can call his pop and I can call my, I look at that like, okay, that's a blessing. Yeah. That's a blessing because if you in a circle with 5, 6 niggas, they can't say that. Everybody got somebody going. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, so that, you know what I mean? That's another thing I kind of like need to be grateful of. You know what I mean? Because a lot of people, they don't have that mom. They don't have that dad. They don't have nobody to lean on.
That's a trauma too. Like I said, it's just about, I mean, especially coming in an environment of the slums where you ain't got a direction. And you know what I'm saying? You ain't got nobody to tell you certain shit. So it's like a lot of that shit, it leads past scars where a motherfucker can't grow from that as an adult. They can't really look past them times when they don't know, like, damn, I ain't never really had one mom in a situation. You know what I'm saying? So it be that. You know what I'm saying? And I just feel like, bro, man, we come from a certain environment, bro, where shit, we was taught to be misled and misrun, being ignorant to certain shit, bro, where we gotta wake up and understand, like, damn, this shit ain't gonna mean me no good. You dig?
So when you say that, what you think the science behind anger?
The science behind anger, like I said, all black people, we been angry. It's
no, it's not. I want to just. Go ahead, cause I ain't put you up.
It just go back to history, bro. You know what I'm saying? We ain't never been satisfied with what we believe that we deserve. You feel me out here? So it's just who we is as our people and our ancestors passed it down to us. But 9 times out of 10, like you said, go back to the household where the individual ain't got the parent. Right. You know what I'm saying? And motherfuckers ain't really leading them in the right direction.
That's
a
fact.
But like, you know what's crazy though? I be thinking about, like, you know, now that I'm a dad too and niggas older, like, you know, we fathers, it's like, that's what you supposed to happen, but like, man, it's been past that. You really gotta make a way now. Like, a lot of times, a lot of niggas be angry.
That's how I feel. That's how I feel.
You can't keep
I may be mad, like, they be fucking up they stuff though.
Yeah, a lot of times they be like, yo, hold that against you.
That's what you do. Like, that's
a fact.
But yo, you in the real world though.
You know what I be getting tight at?
What?
Why we don't stick together when it comes to positive shit? Like right now, this is positive. So this is something I've been begging for. Shit. Like since a young boy, I used to be like, yo, why are the NBA players, the NFL players, the entertainers, why they not getting together, putting that money together, and we building our own land? Not to say we build, because this is our land, pardon me, but we building our own society.
It's the crab in the bucket, though. It's the crab in the bucket mentality, though. You feel me? Like, a lot of times with the black community, tell you the truth, it be like egos, and then it be like they don't understand it. Like, a lot of niggas, like, they gotta understand it. Like, everybody can be a boss. Ain't nobody boss. Ain't nobody like niggas getting money. Like,
It's too.
Niggas ain't even getting no money yet. Already falling out. Niggas ain't even made nothing. Like,
that's a fact.
Already talking about something. It just be niggas egos, bro. Like, everybody just play their part. It is what it is.
Yo, you know what? I like what you just said. When did you think the ego started coming to the
social media? Now that's that social media shit. Now, no, ego's always been around. Ego's always been around, but
it wasn't
now
like that like because back then
social media
people played that part.
What happened? What you mean?
Back then, brothers knew who was the leader.
Right.
He was the. You know what I mean?
That's like the neighborhood thing. Like, you know, when you everybody had a nigga who like inspired them. When you know, like, you see a nigga in your neighborhood who getting money. Right. You know that nigga, like, damn, that's inspiring. Like,
right. That's motivation. That's inspiration.
But now it's kind of hard to tell today. You know what I'm saying?
I
but it's
like,
I feel like everybody ego tripping off of who doing better than who.
Right,
you know what I'm saying? Instead of looking at it like it ain't the main, like ain't nobody really got nobody they look up to today to be like, that nigga inspired me.
Say that again, bro.
I'm just being real.
Ain't nobody got what?
Nobody got nobody they really looking up to that they be like, that really inspiring. Because you know why? Because there's too many niggas who look the same. Or it's too many bitches who look the same. It's too many. It's too much of the same shit going on. Where it's like, it ain't as shocking. Like I said, there's a nigga you knew who was back in the day who was like, that nigga really getting money. You already knew, because he only stood up. You know what I'm saying? Right. So it's like, today time is it in different frenzy, bro. Where it's like, you can't get caught up in this madness of the bullshit. Right. You know what I'm saying? I just look at it like, 9 times out of 10, bro, is you best to do you. Look out for your family. Look out for the ones who love you. You know what I'm saying? And that's how you get above this shit.
I mean, I feel like it be that way for real. You feel me?
Right.
You could do that like that too, but I don't know. It depends on what you wear, what type of person you is too, like what you got going on. Cause I feel like it be opportunities. Like you gotta stay out the way and in the way, kind of at the same time.
So let me. Do you feel like sometimes anger is power?
Anger is power, but like
anger is a threat. This is a anger is like I mean, I ain't gonna say.
Let me ask you this though: is what they call? I think it's the Machiavelli point of view. Whatever. Is it better to be loved or feared or something like that? Like not hated, like something like something.
Like
anger.
I used to
I gotta know how to use it.
Like I got when I was younger. Shout out, rest in peace, Aki D. You know what I'm saying? Love you, Aki.
Shot short.
I had two cousins that I looked up to very sincerely. My cousin Al Sharif, and you know what I mean, and my cousin Aki. Aki was the little brother of Al Sharif. And when I reconnected with them, I felt the power. Meaning, like they probably like ain't realize it, but I never walked through a hood and seen everybody laughing and giggling, and when I'm walking through with them, it gets quiet. I felt the power from these brothers, my nigga, and I wanted to be just like them. I wanted to stop you know what I mean, just like them, and they my bloodline.
But you can't buy that though.
But hold on, but peep though, you know what I'm saying? My cousin was very humble. Right. You know what I mean? And it was you know what I mean, talk that whoop, you know what I'm saying? But he was very humble, but you know what I mean? He was the type of dude, he handled his business. And I watched his steps, I watched his moves. I'm like, damn, one time he got hit. And I'm like, damn, he got hit up. It was his third time. I ain't even know. I'm like, damn, this is his third time getting hit. You know what I mean? I'm on my second time later on in the future. But I'm like, damn, cuz. Yeah. But back then, you know what I mean? You was getting clout. That was the clout. When you in the ghetto and you get hit and you firing back. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That was our clout in our time. You know what I'm saying? And I just look at it like, damn, anger sometimes with power. Women like that, and different type of women. You know what I mean? They like that.
All women like aggression. It's just
that aggressive wave.
It's just about some real shit.
And you gotta be respectful with it.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
But, like you say, anger is just like he was just saying, it could work in a different way. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of times, as I say, it's like I was saying anyway, it's like a threat to certain individuals.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Definitely is a threat.
You gotta understand how to control your anger and what you do.
Yo, but like that's why I be saying, though, even when it comes to females though, like she don't want a nigga though that's gonna be straight angry and y'all out to eat and you get mad at the way you gonna straight crash straight out. Like, no, that's not like probably like the right type of anger. And like now that's why I feel like anger is different. Like,
majority of the brothers in jail is for them crashing out for the chick.
Yeah,
because they was angry. Like I just seen something on a gram where shorty was walking out the store. Dude holler at her. She came back. You see them changing numbers. You see the boyfriend coming from around the car. He get mad at him, smack him, didn't even check his chick. Pulled out, fired on him. You know what I mean? Blow him away. Like, yo, he probably ain't even, like, I don't know, but, like, he probably didn't even know he had a girl.
Hold on, though. So, wait a minute, though. Like, so, they pulled up at the store.
No, they was at the store. If you see the camera.
He went in the store.
No. She was coming out, about to go to the car.
Right.
To her boyfriend. Another dude.
Stopped her.
Like, yo, what's up, shorty?
She gave the other dude the number.
She turned back. You see them changing numbers because of phones. But while you see it, you see the boyfriend coming around the car, getting mad at him. He smack him. Matt. Dude like, he whipped out. Dude trying to grab the fire. He hit him. Boom. I'm like, yo, he just crashed out, bro. Like, you just threw your whole life away.
They both done.
Over nothing, bro. You know what I mean?
She gave that nigga the number though, and it be like,
I mean, she did wild out. She did wild out. You know what I mean?
They gotta have a certain. I ain't gonna lie. Now they was what they be saying. If they was like monogamous or something like that, then it's like okay. Like, but it's like if they already know what time it is, not even his girl like that. Like, yo, let your guard down, man. Like, if y'all niggas gotta understand, like, your ego is not going over that. Like, you probably got other females. She probably got other niggas. She out in public, she's grabbing them. Probably not in front of your face. Ain't gonna want that. But like, why you gonna go and fight the nigga? It's like, yo, you know what? I'm probably would have left her. I would have probably left her right there.
School the young boys. Look, check it out. School the young boys, right? School the young boys while they sit and fight over a chick.
See, it be different with these younger dudes, these YNs, they different. Cause like the
YNs might need a head though.
Oh, they do.
Man, I'm big bro. So you know what, you might read little bro, like stop crashing out with them females. That shit be crazy. And you niggas be going and getting locked up. Then when they get locked up, they be on the phone with the girl. Hogging this shit up in the bullpen, like hogging up with her tongue. Like, she got your ass like, yo, come on, you can't do that, little bro.
Honestly, like, she kind of wait for that last phone call so she can go do her.
Be on the phone with a girl that just got laid. Hey, dressed up.
Hey yo, so tell the YNs why they shouldn't be crashing out, bro.
And listen, man, there's too many bitches out here. I mean, too many women out here. You feel me? For you to be crashing out on just one chick, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't worthy. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I mean? Like,
there's too many women out here, man.
My reason why you shouldn't crash out, because, you know what I mean, as soon as you crash out, is another nigga about to crash in.
That's it.
You get what I'm saying, man?
That too.
So it's a reason why you shouldn't do that. You know what I mean? And we know that you showing your love, but love can get you killed if you ain't never heard that. Love can get you hurt if you ain't never heard that. You know what I mean? So that's another thing we need to talk about, love. And we ain't talking about love in no relationship. We talking about how the way we give love to certain people that can hurt you. You know what I'm saying? Because me, I'm a Cancer. You feel me? So I'm emotional. So if I mess with you, I mess with you. You my dog. You feel me? But you might not mess with me the same way. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean? I'm still learning, like, damn, I can't put my loyalty in everybody. Cause everybody don't deserve my loyalty. You know what I'm saying? That's a fact. I'm too loyal. You know, I'm loyal by default. Like, I didn't ever do nobody dirty. Niggas did me dirty. And then they get mad when you do them back dirty. You know what I'm saying? So now I'm learning, like, you know what? I can't crash out because of my loyalty. Yeah. You know what? I need to go put my loyalty into some work. I need to go start me a business and go put my loyalty into a company instead of putting my loyalty to another human. If men and women can't be loyal to God, what you think they're gonna be loyal to you for? That's a fact. That's a fact.
What you was saying, like, what was that question right there? That was deep. Like, what you said, it was love.
Man, I look at it like this, man. You can't always have whole expectations to others, man. Cause sometimes you might look at real on a different side than others. You know what I'm saying? Everybody don't look at real the same.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? So you gotta hold your weight. You gotta know how to stand your ground and respect you, man. You know what I'm saying? That's it, man. Don't put no feelings into this shit because everybody don't love the same game.
What you say the question was again? Like, it was like, what was it? Love? Like, how do you feel about love?
I mean, not as far as in, like, you know, putting your love into certain your homies, and your homie might see you up the river because you love your homie. So your homie probably ain't even tell you to squeeze, but you love your homie so much you ready to go out for him.
Nah, I know what you're saying. Like, especially, I mean, like, probably not so more as much as now. You know, I'm a little older, so I'm a little bit more mature. But like when I was younger, like, you know, I definitely was in situations where it was just like, you know, just niggas was just crashing just because out of like trying to be loyal to it, to your homie, which is not wrong. But like, as you know, as you get older, nowadays I find myself just put my love and my loyalty like really into my daughters, and it'd be like, even like, you know, even when it comes to their mothers, like the mother of my children, for real, you know, I ain't gonna hate them or be spiteful for them. I mean, spiteful towards them. Right. But it's like I still gotta have some type of love with them. It's like I love you, but I'm not in love with you for real. But like, I don't want nothing bad happen to you.
That's a fact. That's a fact. That's a fact. Yo, man, y'all brothers. Man, we heated it up. We heated the seat up for the other brothers.
Man.
We heated the seat up for the other brothers, man.
You know
what I mean?
Dirty reload.
That's a fact. Yo, man, I want to thank my brothers, man.
Yes,
you know what I mean?
We appreciate you,
Mitch, man, Bucks, man.
Keep doing your thing, man. That shit is, man, it's the beginning, like you said, man. Keep grinding, keep hustling.
Keep grinding, man.
I see the potential
tunnel
into this
vision.
shit, cause this, you know, something like you said, man. Young brothers need we got to keep pushing each other out here, man. Put this shit out here so the voice to the next young generation can hear this shit. You know what I'm saying? Because we ain't got too many leaders in the hood. Like I said, man, like that dope boy we used to look up to, even if he was doing wrong, we still looked up to him because he was doing some shit the next nigga couldn't. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's just like we got to put this shit out there to the youth, man. Take back what's ours.
We too old to be looking at the niggas now. We big bro now. Now we gotta just
we don't own shit right now, man. But we need to, man. This shit is ours. You feel me? So,
that's a fact.
You know what I'm saying?
We need to start doing. You know how like when COVID was here, did y'all go to the mall when COVID was here and see how many people was lined up at the designer stores?
Man, all type of that, man.
That's how we need to be lined up. Go buy some land.
Man.
That's how we need to be going lined up, going to go buy some property. You know what I mean? Grabbing the young boys, teaching them a little trade. Right. Hey, yo, nigga, put that switch down, and go grab this hammer.
That's
and not that hammer. Go grab that hammer. We're gonna bang something. We're gonna show you how to. We're gonna really show you how to bang something. But yo, man, this was marvelous right here.
YNs be having a gun and still be broke. They're like, come on, little bro. That's
the way. That's the way for him. That's the way.
I ain't gonna say that though like that. That was inappropriate. You know,
that's the way for him. But we got. Hey yo, where's bro? We the oldest one to teach him though. So if we don't even give him some game, some knowledge, they're gonna be going downhill. But man, listen, man, it was a beautiful segment, man. Love y'all brothers, man. Thank y'all for coming, man. Appreciate it, man. On to the next brothers, man. Yeah, man, we back, man. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? We got some more guests, man. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Y'all brothers just introduce yourself, man.
You know what I mean? NSM Reload, you know what I mean? From the north side, you know what I mean? Guanesico, you feel me? You already know, tap in.
Yo, you already know. It's 30 Liddy. Tap in. I'm on the north right now. From Jersey, Elizabeth.
Dirty.
You already know.
Hey, man. So, you know, this is the norm, man. This is like, we'll be doing this if we was locked up.
Shit, so.
I ain't gonna hold you. Sit late night, get the snack. You know what I mean? And we ain't bragging about it, youngest, but I'm just saying what we doing right now. We got game for y'all, man. You know what I'm saying? So you know what I mean? Let it flow out, man. As far as you know what I mean, you dealing with anger. As far as you know what I mean, how do you obtain anger? Like where did it start from?
Man.
Who motivated you to be angry?
Shit. What motivated me to be angry is motherfuckers I've been around, you feel me?
Right.
You know what I mean? Motherfuckers stabbing niggas in the back and shit, you know what I mean? That's where all my anger come from, so I can understand if niggas' anger came from that, you see what I'm saying? You know what I mean? When you show niggas love and they ain't reciprocating the love, niggas ain't giving that love back, you see what I'm saying? So really it's love, you feel me? Not having genuine love that you got for others, you feel me? That should've drive a nigga crazy, man.
Right.
Should've drive a nigga insane.
Did you ever like crash out and then be like, always had to, you know what I mean, come back and be like, damn, you know what? I could have handled that way different.
Always shit. But instant shit, you know what I mean? On some real, nigga probably wouldn't even be here right now. Nigga just came home, you feel me? Nigga ain't been home for a month, but
let him know. Home for a month, look where he at. You know what I'm saying? Here with us. He could be anywhere in the world.
Level 8 prison, but listen. Know what I mean?
My bad.
The day before I was coming home, know what I mean, I almost let my anger get the best of me.
Talk about that day. What happened, bro?
Know what I mean? A nigga owed me some money on, you feel me?
Yeah.
Know what I mean? And we ain't gonna go into all that, know what I mean? But a nigga owed me some money on, know what I mean? Through the principle, know what I mean? I almost got wicked on him, you feel me? My lokes had to calm me down, like, "Lo, chill, my nigga, you going home tomorrow?" Like, don't even get into all that. You see what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, then y'all niggas gotta handle this shit, you feel? But, know what I mean?
This is what you go through.
This is what you go through, know what I mean? And you can control your anger sometimes, know what I mean? So, know what I mean? The YNs gotta control their anger, know what I mean? Cause shit, know what I mean? When you behind that motherfucking wall, know what I mean? I bet you control your anger then. I'm gonna keep it 1,000 wild, know what I mean? I seen it.
So what you saying is, they could control that anger more while they was in there, because there was a lot of other motherfuckers up in there with bigger anger than them.
Exactly. There's niggas in there that's more angry than you. You understand me? Like,
so now you want to be all stand up. You want to be cool. Somebody do something to you. Now you want to be chilling out.
Listen, you ain't got
I ain't gonna crash out right now.
You ain't got the switch with you now. Now you ain't got the switch.
Yeah.
I mean, you might have a sword on you. You know what I mean? But you ain't got the switch. I mean, that sword, you gotta get close up on a nigga. You see what I'm saying? So. I mean, I'm gonna let y'all know right now. I mean, behind that wall, that's not where you want to go. I mean, so control your anger. I mean, cause that wall will control your anger for sure. You feel me? I should have controlled that motherfucker. I seen it with my own eyes. Seeing y'all niggas coming in with aggravated assaults and manslaughters and all that shit. I mean, but they in there humble. The young niggas that was wildin'.
Right.
They humble.
They humble
behind
down.
that wall.
They say jail is your father.
It is. It humbled me.
They say jail was like your father.
It humbled me. I mean,
what about you, 30? Like what? I mean, you might not have anger issues. You might have solution to anger issues, but what draw you to have situations? Young boy, was you a young boy when it started? You know what I mean?
I say back in Jersey, just running around, hanging with the old heads.
What part of Jersey?
Over there, Broadway. You know, right.
Broadway.
Right by the prison.
That's why I had to do my lockup time, right? In Broadway, right upstairs. They had to bring the phone to your cell. Yeah, I was in there. No bragging though. I'm just saying. It's sad, man. I'm sorry, bro.
You good, but you know, hanging with the old heads, just hanging around them, trying to feel me, just fit in, and just. You know how it is.
That shit real. That shit real fitting in.
Knowing right from wrong, just seeing what the whole head's doing. So
it feel good to do evil.
Yeah, you feel me?
You young and
That's how it started. Just messing around with them. But I was 11 years old when I first got locked up.
You jumped off the porch early.
Yeah,
you said you was early.
I was it was very early with it.
Where you had to go? You had to go to
Nah, look, this is what they did. So it was for shoplifting, and this what made me start looking at the old heads different, because I had called up one of the old heads. You know, I'm 11. It's like all you gotta do is call somebody 18 or older, come scoop you. You know? Called up my old head up on the block. He was like, all right, I'm coming. Waited in there 30 minutes. I'm coming. He ain't never come for real to where. You feel me? They was like, all right, you don't got nobody else to come, you're going to have to call the police. Like, I ain't calling my grandma. You feel me?
Right.
The last person
I ain't calling grandma. I call these niggas before I call grandma mom.
Hey, so, the boys came, threw me in sent me right downtown. I was in Broadway, but they had, since I was so young, they had me sitting kind of like by the desk for
Right.
So they just sitting there questioning me and all that. You know, they ended up calling my grandma to where she came pick me up.
Grandma love you. She gonna come.
Every time.
My baby. Let me go there and go get my baby.
She pitched me for like 20 minutes.
Yeah, definitely. That's
I had to
facts.
feel it, but hey, that you know, I still didn't learn from there. But at the same time, I had started looking at people different. At a young age, so.
You know what's crazy? That I didn't same situation, but I was throwing a rock at a cop. I was wilding. We was having a block party in Pitney Village. You feel me? Pitney Village Projects. And it was a motorcycle cop. You know what I'm saying? He was talking to a lady across the street. I don't know. I always hated cops as a young boy, even a youth. I was never taught that. Mom, dad, the hood, they never taught. I guess it's just natural in me. You know what I'm saying? And he was on his motorcycle, and my aunt's a cop too, known cop out there. I'm throwing a rock at him. I'm 11, throwing a rock at him. Yo, word is born. He came over there, yoked me up all on the little walling joint. You feel me? My mom ran over like, what he do? Like, he's throwing rock. Word is born, my nigga. Them niggas locked me up. But if it wasn't for my aunt being a cop and my cousin, he always was going to jail since he was like 9, 8. So they was like, yo, man, Sean, rest in peace. You know what I mean? My cuz, you know what I mean? Sean Brooks, you feel me? And it was like, your cousin is Sean Brooks? I'm like, yeah. They're like, yeah, aunt is Marilyn Ross? I'm like, yeah, but my aunt was super respected though. She was a K9. Yo, word is born, she had, like, say if it was a table like this, filled with trophies, bro. #1 K9 dog trophy. Locking niggas up, biting niggas. Where's his boy? Niggas used to like, cause she used to have a box. So niggas be like, yo, that shit out with the box with the dog. They ain't fuck with her. But where's his boy? Just because of who she was, bro, they let me go, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Went back to the hood. You know what I mean? But man, yeah, we was wild, man. You know what I mean? So even though we want to get mad at the youth, like yo, we was just like them.
We was just like them.
Word is born.
Listen, anybody that know me from fucking grade school.
You look like you was a badass nigga. You look like we would have been jumping niggas. All that shit.
Listen, man. Anybody that know me from back then. See, 30, that's my brother right here, man. He know me since back then. He know. Now, I used to get down low. Back when I was young, my nigga, my anger was wild, bro. Fight after fight. I was a fighter, you feel me?
Yo, that's what I am, a fighter. Like, word is born.
Man. Be so mad sometimes after you beat a nigga ass, I punch the wall. Fuck it. You see the nigga losing it, know what I mean? Like, right. But my anger was fucked up, low,
when you angry sometimes, do it feel good when you enraged? Am I bugging, bro? Sometimes I ain't gonna hold you, bro. Like when I'm blacking out, I'm like fire. In the moment, that shit feel good.
You right,
nigga. That shit feel like my nigga. That shit feel. But then when it's over, I feel like a nut.
Come on,
Word is born, my G. I feel like a nut. I feel like damn. I mean, one time Word is born, bro. Yo, Word is born episode having at my mom's house, right? You know what I mean? My old lifestyle. For those who know, they know. And I was tripping on one of my joints. And my brother had to yoke me up. I'ma get her. I'ma fuck her up. My brother yoking me up like, yo, chill, bro. My mom fainted her, passed out and shit. I was like, yo.
Listen, they ain't wanted to happen to you. The aftermath be crazy out of anger.
Word is born. She peeled out, went to the airport. I get into it with my little brother. Bro, I feel like a nut ass nigga after that, bro. I'm like, yo, I'm a clown, crazy. Bro.
Listen,
I'm a straight clown, bro.
Listen, the aftermath is always the craziest shit.
Right.
I mean? So when you dealing with your anger, know what I mean, you about to get out of pocket or go crazy, don't forget like the aftermath, what this shit could do. You feel me? You might regret it, you might not. You feel me?
Right.
I mean, sometimes it's cool to be angry and get aggressive, but then sometimes it be like, damn, I fucked up on this one. Like, damn.
Yes, me. Damn. Sorry, I fucked up. September, I punched the young brother. Shit. He at work.
Talk that shit.
I'm going to work.
Talk that shit.
I got a little. I lost track. I got upset because I felt like, in QT. You could the whistle name, they could take 2 people at the register.
I know what you
So boom, he took me. Now I felt like it was some racist joint, you feel me? But that's my feeling. That's me, like my brother saying. Stop assuming. That's a sin in Islam. We cannot assume.
Talk that shit.
And I told him I need my cigars. I got my money out. He tell another person of his kind to come to the other register and took his whole order. I could have just been like, yo, I'm out. Yeah, damn, that's some bullshit.
Talking shit is easy.
Bro, I started calling him names and stuff, bro. Man, listen, it's my fault. So and I'm guilty. You know what I mean? I'm just issue a law. We get the case real low, so it won't be, you know what I mean? Because it's aggravated right now. So I can't really speak on too much, but bro, I did something that I regret, man. Like he at work, I'm going to work. Soon as I did what I did, I immediately hopped in the whip and started asking God for forgiveness. Immediately, like, God, I'm sorry. I messed up, bro. I'm big age, bro. Still putting my hands on people, bro. Like that, like Safi would have whipped out. I'm in Georgia.
Talk your shit.
I'm in Georgia. He could have whipped out, laid me down for nothing. Over because he took the order.
Talk that shit.
Bro, I'm big lame for that. I don't mind calling myself a lame.
That's
For,
the thing,
for
That's
though.
called accountability.
Yeah, definitely.
That's
that's the
accountability.
thing.
A lot of people don't do that. Like,
Right.
take accountability for their actions.
Right.
Knowing you fucked up. You
Right.
see what I'm saying?
And I truly regret it. That man got family. You know what I mean? Broke his nose, fractured bones in his face.
man.
I regret it, bro. I regret it. You know what I'm saying? Like that man ain't do nothing to me for me to do all that, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then what's so crazy? While I'm locked up, you know, niggas want to find more religion when they locked up, right? You know what I'm saying? But I start reading my Quran when I'm locked up.
Yeah.
And why did I read? Because I ain't read it in so long because I'm in a dunya.
Come on.
Allah
talk your
don't
shit.
like transgressors.
Talk that shit. Talk that shit.
So I'm like,
Supposed to shun
oh,
them. You gotta
I
shun
just
them.
transgressed
Yeah.
on somebody. And it's Allah tell you only transgressed for me. For the name of Allah, for, you know what I mean? You war for me. Yo, and I'm reading, I'm like, yo, this is meant for me to read this at this time. Bro, I'm nervous, I'm scared because I'm not scared of no police, I'm not scared of nothing. I'm scared what Allah gonna do.
Yup, that's what you
I'm
doing
so I'm
on
just
Allah.
reading more. I'm like, oh man, transgressing is like I've been doing that all my life. Transgressing. I'm talking about getting in fights by eye contact. What you looking at?
What you look-
What?
talk that shit,
What's
bro.
up? What's up?
Talk that shit.
You know what I mean?
Talk
Like,
that shit.
bro, like that shit
real
lame
life.
as hell, bro.
It
You know what I
is.
mean?
It is. That's why I
So
say,
let me ask y'all, man. What can we do to fix this anger, man?
man, think about
Like, do
that.
we need love? Do we need hugs, man? Can we do a hug right now, man? You know what I mean? Can we do a hug right now, bro? You know what I
For shit,
mean?
so.
For real,
For
but
shit, so.
I ain't gonna hold you. I think that's what we need more.
That's what we need.
I ain't
more
gonna
of.
hold you, bro.
But
Like,
you know what it is?
Yeah.
People let their egos get the best of them. So
Simple.
it's like everybody got their egos. You feel me? Trying to
Right.
who we go
Shit,
up,
so.
you feel me? So at the same time, it's like we need love out here, but it's just people just trying to all play that role. It's like everybody needs to just be they self.
Talk that
You know what
shit.
I'm saying? You be yourself. You start to see a lot of stuff come more easier too, for real. But it's just
word, life is more
you know
easier.
what I'm saying?
Yo, I'm sorry.
Nah, go ahead.
Nah, when bro was talking about earlier, the same thing. Like, we make it hard.
Yeah, fact.
Make
You
it
know what I mean? We don't know. We so like nervous to love.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
But love most definitely is the root of this shit. Cause anger come from hate. You see what I'm saying? And hate,
what you
like,
mean hate? You
Man.
you been hated on, or you haven't hate in
all
your
kind
heart?
of Every type of hate. Everybody got hate in their heart. You see what I'm saying? But this hate came from something that happened to you in your childhood, or something that happened to you. Period. Like my hate came from nigga stabbing me in the back. Nigga, I gave you the world, and you got a nerve to stab me in the back. Nigga,
Right.
I gotta deal with you how I deal with you now.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
And
I wanna
that-
deal with
that's
them.
what builds you.
Exactly.
Like, you know what? I gotta, you know what I mean? I gotta put this in me to handle this.
Come on, man. I'm gonna deal with you in the worst way now.
Right,
You
right,
see what
right,
I'm saying? Like,
right.
But that came from the hate that was built up. Like certain shit you just hate. You see what I'm saying? So when motherfuckers do it, of course you're gonna get aggressive.
Right. See, when I was young, until this day, I used to be like, I wasn't no bully, but I accepted
Talk that
when I was a
shit.
kid. Bro, Words Born last year, my mans, but we and him ain't have a fight since we was 6 to 7 years old.
Mm-hmm.
And you know this man hit me and said he want to thank me for always like challenging him, fighting him, because that made him don't back down no more.
Talk that shit.
I'm
Talk
like,
that
bro, we old as hell now, bro. Like, I've been moved out of that project, bro.
that
So I
shit.
know our last fight wasn't till we was 6 years old, 7 years old.
Talk that shit.
And that's what made me be like, damn, even my god brother was like, remember when you punched me in my face? I'm like, bro, we was 6 years old, bro.
Yo, talk
So
that shit.
that's what had me thinking, like, wow, like, people don't forget what you do to
They
them.
don't forget that.
You know what I'm
shit.
saying?
And
Like-
you ain't gonna forget what they do to you neither.
That's a fact. Even with my little brother, I love my little brother to death. But he didn't have the pop there. And I was always feared that somebody gonna bully my little brother because he was so nice and beautiful. And I used to just mess with him thinking that's gonna get him tough. With my sister, I used to mess with her. So one day she started slapping by some throwing that left out there. I'm like, all right, you got it. You got it now. And my little brother, he's my little big brother. He like 6'3", damn near 300 pounds. His hands is two of these hands is one. If he was to slap me,
talk that shit.
He would. Yo, if my little brother just a slap, but he's a really gentle giant. But if he was to slap me, he will knock my. You know how like a gorilla, slap somebody, bro. He'll probably knock me into next week, bro. Word is born, bro. But I for everybody who I ever put hands on, for everybody who I ever heard it, this is the month of Ramadan. Even if it wasn't the month of Ramadan, please forgive me. Please forgive me, because I was hurt as a little kid. You know what I mean? And my mom tried her best. You know what I mean? My hurt ain't come from my mom, because my mom was always there. When I woke up and went to sleep, my mom was always there. My mom was a hustler. I mean, the street niggas love my mom. You feel me? But I just don't know where it came from. You know what I mean? But I just want to apologize to everybody. You know what I mean? Even the niggas in jail that, you know what I mean? Niggas try to sick them on me. You know what I mean? I know y'all know how I handle y'all. Y'all remember me?
Yeah, talk that shit.
I apologize, bro, that I had to do you like that because I didn't want to, but it is what it is. I just apologize for all the trauma that I brought other people. Even, you know what? I apologize to the little homie that did my little cousin dirty, and I had to do you dirty in the county.
Talk that shit.
I apologize to you too. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
I apologize to you. You know what I mean? Because I humiliated you while I was doing what I was doing to you. And I know you want to revenge that day at the bar. You know what I'm saying? And I just want to apologize to you because it's about growth.
It's about growth.
And we ain't going to get nowhere in life if we don't grow, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? We need to stop this black on black. I got so many bullet holes in me. You know what I mean? Like, we need to stop this black on black crime. And we need black on black building. That's a fact, my nigga, because we ain't building enough. That's a fact, man. Yeah, drop one on that. You know what I'm saying? All the young niggas, man, y'all put the switches down, pick up some trades.
That's real shit.
You know what I mean? Real talk, man. Pick up some trades. You're going to see you're going to see how much money you make consistently. You know how, like, in a hustle game, your money's never consistent. Your money is Wall Street. It's up and down. Your money is the ocean. It's up and down and it's wavy. But when you working, you got contracts, you got your own business, that money is consistent, bro. You know what I mean?
For shit, so.
Like, so let me ask y'all brothers, man, like, what's your next growth on life, man? What's your next move, man? Bro, you just touched down. Congratulations again, man. We gotta stay home. So what's your your plans for this time right here, man?
Stack up $1 billion.
Shit
I wasn't thinking before a nigga went down, but now a nigga going after the billies, you feel me?
Right.
The millies, you feel me?
Right.
You know what I mean? And once I get to where I'm going, like, you know what I mean, I could teach niggas how to do this shit the correct way. You see what I'm saying? Like entrepreneurship. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
How to be an entrepreneur. We need more black entrepreneurs, you feel me? And a lot of y'all young niggas, man, y'all need to be entrepreneurs because it start with y'all. You see what I'm saying?
That's a fact.
It start with y'all. It'll reduce all that anger, you know what I mean, and put that shit into getting some motherfucking money. Because let me tell you one thing about Munyoung. Munyoung gonna stop that anger. A lot of niggas be mad because they ain't got
They ain't got no money.
You know what I mean? I promise you, like, my anger, I've been an angry kid my whole life. My father wasn't in my life. I grew up in a broken home. I came from the fucking projects. You know what I mean? On Section 8. I grew up on Section 8 my whole fucking life. I'm the one who got my mother off Section 8. You see what I'm saying? Once I got some motherfucking money, but prior to that, a nigga was angry. I'm in the streets running wild with monsters. You feel me? These niggas is angry with me. You see what I'm saying? But I reduced that shit. I mean, niggas when that money came, I mean, hitting them.
You want to live?
Niggas hitting all them licks, and then we came across a big ass lick, and I chose to go hard. You feel me? And once that money came and shit, everything changed. Like, you feel me?
Now you wanna live.
What? I calmed the fuck down once that money came.
I did not care about living when I was young.
What? Come on.
When they got some money, niggas was like, hold up.
Listen,
I want to live. I want to live. You know what I mean? Like when that money came, you know what I mean? I'm like, oh, I want to live. I don't want to die. You know what I mean? How you feel? How you feel about what's your next move, bro?
Man, my next move just stack it, slow pace, but keep a pace going for real. Just you feel me? Just keep that motion going. Feel me? Just as long as you got a little motion better than no motion. So it's like you feel me? If you just sitting there not doing nothing, don't feel like everything stopped. It really stopped when you just give up. When you give up on yourself and give up on everything. You feel me? You could stop for a week or two, but you could pick it back up and keep it going. But you know what I'm saying? Some folks just give up on themselves and hey, they just stop from there. Then you feel me?
Yo, man, this was another good one, man. You know what I mean? These my guys right here, man. You know what I mean? We got now you already know, man. Appreciate y'all brothers for coming, man. You know what I mean? We got one more, man, and you know what I mean? We're gonna see y'all on the other side. We'll be right back, though. We'll be right back. Yeah, man. Yeah, we back. You did. Got my guy Bishop. You feel me? And we ain't talking about juice, baby. You know what I'm talking about? Yo, let them know where you know what I mean? Let them know who you are, where you from.
Yeah, my name Bishop. You know what I mean? I'm from Queens, New York. You already know. Mob's there all day.
Okay. You know what I mean? Hey, listen, I'm everywhere, man. Hey, yo, you know what? Shout out to the Max, man. You know what I mean? Shout out to the Towers. You know what I mean? Yeah. You know, shout out to the Towers, man. You feel me? Yeah, man. So what bring you into, you know what I mean? We talking about anger. You feel me? I know you seen us up here wilding out.
Yeah, facts.
You know what I mean? Like,
facts.
So what's your number one anger? Do you deal with anger, or are you a?
I believe anger is a necessary thing sometimes. You feel what I mean? It's all about how you control it. You know what I mean? Anger is a part of wrath. You know what I mean? We got that essence in God of us. You feel me? So when He have wrath and He have anger, that's a part of us. You feel what I'm saying? So that's why we have that. But at the same time, it's all about how you control that anger. That's what makes it good or evil. Because sometimes it's a good anger, sometimes it's a bad anger. You feel what I'm saying? The bad anger comes when it's about pride, my brother. Mm-hmm. You see what I'm saying? When you put that pride in it, that's when it becomes a bad anger. Because when you get blinded by the pride, like for instance, somebody probably did something to you, you feel what I'm saying? But you had a choice to walk away or do something about it. Think about it back in the days.
Right.
When, you know, we all been in that situation where somebody say something to you and they be like, oh,
yeah.
Now you sitting here like you got a choice to make. You got a choice to make right there and then, right? Like either you go smack that motherfucker for saying something about your mother or walk away.
Right,
but the pride didn't let you walk away. The pride made you smack the shit out that motherfucker.
Right,
you feel what I'm saying?
Right.
So that's where that anger came in.
And I'm sorry, keep going. But when you probably smacked them, you probably gained mad respect because niggas know not to play with you no more.
That too. But see, that's why I say there's a necessary anger and it's a unnecessary anger. That necessary anger come from our Father because He have wrath and He's a part of us and we a part of Him. So we have that trait of wrath. You feel what I'm saying? But it's how you use it.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Because guess what? Anger is gonna build you up and get you out of a situation. Mm-hmm. When you know that old saying, you ain't gonna get tired until you get sick and tired of it. Sometimes you gotta get so angry you get tired of being in the same situation. You do something about it.
Right, that's a fact.
Real life.
That's a fact.
You do something about it. Guess what? There's a lot of brothers right now who's angry they ain't in the position they in, bro.
Right.
But you ain't gonna get out that position until you get angry enough to get out that situation.
Talk that shit. That's real.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yes.
Yes.
You see what I'm saying? So it's a necessary evil for everything. You feel what I'm saying? So at the same time, it's how you use it.
Right.
You use a knife to protect yourself, go hunting. You feel what I'm saying? That's the good way, but you can use the knife to harm people. That's the bad way. See what I'm saying?
That's a fact.
You eat the
That's a fact. That's a fact.
You eat the meat and spit out the bones. That's one of my favorite sayings.
Right,
You see what I'm saying? So you got to take the good out of the anger and leave the bad out of it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because the bad anger, when you put pride and all this other shit and ego and shit, go have you in a fucked up position.
Right.
Like my brother said, people pick and choose a lot.
That's a fact.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
guess what? When you be in a position where are you angry, let's see if you that angry.
Angry, yeah.
Let's see if you that angry.
Yeah.
Talk that shit.
Because there's places that it's gonna make you feel like you ain't really that angry.
You not.
Talk that. That's all I'm saying.
That's a
You
fact.
feel what I'm saying? You really that angry, or you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So that's
Calm you down real quick.
We gotta humble ourselves, man.
Right.
And it's we could go deep.
Man, you seem
You
like
go deep,
you a high intelligent brother that people need to listen to.
It's not even that.
I like that.
I've been through some
That's
shit.
what I'm saying.
It's experience. You
Experience.
feel me? So
Experience is the best teacher.
It's the best teacher. So when you go through certain things, you have knowledge for self.
Right. And that's what I call high intelligence. My high intelligence is not reading books.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's another different intelligence. High intelligence when you can spit game like you just doing.
But you have to understand where books come from. Books comes from experience.
Right,
So
right,
you
right,
put those
right,
experiences
right,
in the books.
right,
So
right.
You see what I'm saying?
Right, you couldn't write it if it wasn't experience.
Exactly.
That's a
You
fact.
have to go through it.
Right.
You see what I'm
Right.
saying?
Talk that
Like they
talk.
say, ain't nothing new under the sun.
Yeah.
Because they trying to say ain't no experience that's new.
Yeah.
We all go
Real
through the
life.
same
We all
experience.
go through it. It's just around the circle.
It's how we act on it, man.
Right. Right.
You feel what I'm saying?
So did you have anger and evolve or
Yeah, I was an angry child, man. I was an angry child. I've been to group home institutionals, man. I was so angry, bro. Like when I go back home, you know what they say? Damn, I thought you would have been in prison for life or dead, because they just couldn't understand how somebody like me was so angry as a little kid,
right?
grow up to be somebody who's calm and collective. I had to be angry to be calm.
Right. So
Just like the ocean.
right. The ocean rap, the ocean be, and then it calms.
Then it calm after
Then
the
it's
storm.
wavy, calm after the storm.
You see what I'm saying?
So maybe you can help me. What puts you in a position to be like, yo, I need to fall back. I can be more calm and chill because I need to be here for my kids, or I need to be here for my mom, or I want to be here for self.
One of my favorite words, accountability.
Okay.
Feel me?
Okay.
You have to be think about all the times you was angry
Right.
and how many people hurt, including yourself.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? Sometimes you gotta say to yourself, yo, I got to a point where one time I blacked out and I knocked the motherfucker out in front of my job.
Right.
And I didn't even
That's real
know.
life.
I was so mad that I knocked the motherfucker up. I looked up, I'm still in my uniform.
Damn.
You
Then you
feel-
realize, yo, I'm at work. I'm bugging.
I'm
Ambulance
bugging.
and everything came out there.
You see,
I remember
you see what I'm saying?
Right.
So,
right.
but if I could go back in time with the experience that I know now, I'd let that have it.
Right.
Cause you could always kill a motherfucker more than one way.
Right.
I could kill you without touching you by just showing you who I am. You go see me. You go see me on the TV. I'm gonna kill you like that, like 50 Cent.
Right.
that
You
Right.
see what I'm saying? So at the same time, pride, ego, all this shit, you gotta use it the right way.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Not the wrong way. But it takes time.
But it takes time to
It
build that
takes time.
character.
And that's why we need motherfuckers who was able to master that shit to teach the other ones who ain't master it.
Right.
You gotta teach one. See, I learned something. You know, when they say you can't take it with you, they wasn't talking about your riches. They was talking about your knowledge. That's why you gotta pass that shit down.
Talk that
You feel what I'm
Talk
saying?
that shit.
If I don't pass it down, that's where it's gonna be fucked up.
Right.
You feel me?
Right.
I gotta pass it down.
Right.
That's what I can't take with me, bro.
Damn.
Ain't the
I never
jewels,
heard
ain't
that.
Yeah, that's fact.
I never heard that.
That's facts,
Bishop,
G.
man.
I never
You
heard
gotta
that, bro.
pass that shit
Bishop.
down, bro.
Not your money.
It's your
Yeah, not.
knowledge.
And you know how many people, like I lost somebody because, and not 6 feet, but I lost a very, I would say a so-called friend because he didn't want to pass knowledge down. And now I'm in that position, and I'm like, you was holding this back from me to get some coins?
Yeah.
Oh man, you know what I'm saying? So that was deep. That was strong. I'm definitely using that for.
Facts.
You know what I mean? But that's one thing about me. I give what I know, and that's why people give back. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want nothing. When I pray, I ask for wisdom and knowledge.
Talk that shit.
I don't want nothing else
all
from
you
God.
pray for.
Because once you get wisdom and knowledge, everything else will come because it's common sense now.
You know, I seen the movie with the Hulk and shit.
Right.
And the motherfucker just turned from Bruce Banner to Hulk. And
Man,
shit.
that's
And
how I
they
feel.
And they like, yo, how the fuck, you know, you was able to control your anger? He said,
Right.
the thing is, I'm always angry.
Uh-huh.
You see what I'm saying? But it's not saying it's the bad angry. He done learned how to turn it on and turn it off. Because guess what? You need that shit. This is part of you. You happy, sad, angry. This
Right.
you just can't turn it off. This is a part of you.
Right.
Because this is
Talk
part of
that
our
shit,
Father.
bro.
You feel what
Right,
I'm saying?
right.
But it's how you use it, brother. It's how you use it.
Which one was that? The first one? Or the second one?
That's
like-
the one when
With all
with
the
the
motherfuckers
Avengers.
in the
Oh, the Avengers?
yeah.
Damn.
Nigga say I'm always angry, but I'm always happy. But you always sad, but you gotta know when to use it.
That's me.
You gotta know when to
That's
use
me.
it.
I've been getting a lot of better since, you know what I mean, my business being expanded. I be talking about when you get money, you what's the name?
See,
you know what I mean?
See, we all fathers. You
Right.
feel what I'm saying? We all have children. So sometimes we have to be angry because that's the sternness. Sometimes you gotta protect your land. Sometimes
Right.
you gotta protect your kingdom. You can't
Right.
protect your kingdom with a smile.
Right,
I
right.
show these motherfuckers I'm a king.
I'm a
You
king.
ain't about to come over here and take over nothing.
Right,
But you
right.
gotta use it the right way. You see what I'm
Talk that
saying?
shit.
You ain't, you know what I'm saying? So it's all about how you use your anger. Ain't nothing wrong with anger. It's about how you use it. Because anger is a necessary thing. It's a
Yo.
necessary thing.
Y'all heard that, man?
Fact.
Anger is necessary.
But how
you
you
know what I
use
mean?
it.
How you use it, man. Yo, this is another beautiful episode. You know what I mean? We on 2, man. You know what I mean? There's gonna be more to go. You know what I mean? The brother Bishop, y'all give him a hand, man. You know what I mean? He definitely came through and
Just like Paul
dropped
said.
jewels. He dropped jewels. You know what I mean? We going, you know what I mean, wrap this up, man.
Facts.
Hold up, we was about to say this. Go ahead and say what you
Nah,
about to say
I was
real
gonna
quick.
say, just like Hulk, I'm able to manage it because I'm always angry. I just know when to be angry, when not to be angry.
So y'all hear that, right? We gotta
gotta-
learn.
you gotta know
And
when to
listen,
be
man.
angry.
Listen,
You feel what I'm
man.
saying?
We're about to have a what's your anger, like, you know what I mean, that you can go on the tube and talk to older people, younger people about
Facts.
your anger. You know what I mean? All free, man. You can just hop up on there, the
Share
app,
that
and get up
knowledge.
on there and get some game when you angry.
Facts.
Yo, this is another episode of I Am Angry. I'm your host, Mr. Monopoly. We out, baby. Peace. Yeah, man.
Change. Soon as the change came, that's when the change came. When the change came, that's when the change came. I was trying to paint a picture like I'm on the lease. You already know those on the leash. I try to wash my hand with these niggas, y'all. That money coming in and I can't barely fall. Every time that money come, I'm tryna ball. Out there with them wolves, man, these niggas dogs. Yeah, yeah. Man, I'm tryna eat. Nigga tryna eat. Man, I'm tryna feed the weak. These niggas tryna preach. I can never sleep. They don't understand. I just seen my brother kill his brother, that's a shame. And he done went out in his sleep. This is dirty. If I take a loss again, it ain't gon' be the same. Try to feed them game, they ain't wanna listen, but I see the change. Soon as the change came, that's when the change came. When the change came, that's when the change came. That's just how it is when you getting changed. These niggas motherfucking lame. The fucking change on you niggas lame. Fuck the whole world, niggas.